Hello twin flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel, whether you're new or coming back. And yes, the lights are just winking at you, just confirming what I'm saying. I'm really happy to have you here. Happy weekend, and let's check what's going on with those twins. As always, we'll be looking at the feminine and the masculine energy. Get some more info on what's going on, what's kind of in the air, what's the buzz right now, and also we'll get some messages between the twins. All right, and as you know, I like to begin with an oracle card. Today I've got the Spirit Junkie Oracle with me, so we'll get some powerful affirmations for each of the twins to know what to focus on, or at least what to bring more in their life, what to remember about, what to reiterate. All right. Yesterday, Venus went into Aquarius, so now they're both in Aquarius. They're still not in conjunction, so they're still kind of like moving closer to each other. On the 20th of February, I believe, they're going to be in conjunction, so it's going to be pretty special. I do a special spread on that day or the day before, so we get to know what that means in terms of twin flame dynamic. But today it's a classic read, so let's get started. Just realized that you can't even see this very well. Oh well. I think it's kind of fun, like the colored glass here. Okay, anyways, without further ado, let's get a card for Divine Feminines watching. What's the useful affirmation for Divine Feminines watching? What do we need to know? And of course, if you like what I'm doing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'm willing to see my sameness with others. This opens my awareness to oneness. Beautiful. One of the laws of the universe, or natural laws, is the law of oneness, that we are all one. We're all deeply interconnected. So that is like a big shift in like overall collective mindset and way of seeing, like, this is me, this is everybody else, or maybe this is like me and my family and there's everybody else, right? But essentially, and it communicates into the way we treat people, into the decisions that we make, right? A lot of whole nations actually live in the mode of surviving, of getting an upper hand, of winning, of conquering, of like, I don't know, defending the spot in the sun or something, right? And essentially this is supposed to bring us back, like this notion, this law is reminding us that we are all one, and that's what matters, no matter what it looks like, and also to kind of be more compassionate and kind to people's situations, not just from practical material sense, but from emotional and mental sense as well. Okay, for masculines we have, there's no such thing as a mistake. Everything happens in divine order. I'm being guided to learn and grow. Yeah, so this is to revisit any past experiences that seem like a mistake. If you're in guilt and shame mode, if you're kind of blaming yourself for something that happened, that went wrong, just know that at the time, that was the divine order of things, that was supposed to happen that way, whatever the outcome was. And the best you can do is essentially learn from it so that you don't make the same mistakes again, even if objectively you can see that something could have been done differently, right? Sometimes it's a matter of chance, even if it's something like a relationship working out or not working out, right? It's possible that there was nothing you could do, even if you were on your best behavior, on your best day, that it was just supposed to end, or you were supposed to part ways with another person, or you were supposed to show something to another person that you could only show in that particular energy. So, you know, accept it, acknowledge it, and release that feeling. Guilt and shame are the lowest vibrations that the person can actually have in their frequency. So yeah, gossip is like very close to that, but still higher vibration. guilt and shame is the lowest you can go, so don't stay there too long. Don't stay there at all if you can, but you know, all feelings are allowed, just don't stay in the negative ones too long. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. This is a shopping card, I call it, for this deck specifically. It's just like investing into something. It could be not just money, it could be time and attention. Planning your resources, planning your time maybe. I like Series Tarot's one of the first ones I got, so by now it's like very much a used deck. I can feel it, such a big difference. We have death and rebirth. Yeah, so very different ideas now are coming in into how to spend time and resources, what to prioritize, like what really matters. It's a big deal. Energy of the Feminine, Six of Pentacles clarified by Nine of Swords. Yeah, there is kind of an anxiety around finding equal partnership or interacting with people on the kind of reciprocity basis, right? Like, how do I make sure? It's almost like this exaggerated fear of being used, being taken advantage of. It's like, you know, if I'm keeping the boundaries and I'm like very conscious of what's going on, then I'm not really in my heart space, I'm in my head space. And it's hard to create a trusting relationship that way. But if I let it go and I get into my heart space, then I give, you know, like I give so much, essentially. Maybe not everything of myself, but I give so much. And that's for me the only way. And then I'm starting to worry that, oh, maybe it's too much and the person's taking advantage of me now, right? Like it's this constant kind of cycle, going from one state to another. Wow. There's definitely a fear, like whether that's possible at all, to find that someone, or to set up a dynamic where it would be honest and kind, but also both people are given into the relationship, right? So it's like seeing from the experience that some people are just not able to give, or maybe they give too much and that freaks you out, right? Like there are several scenarios here about give and take. For masculines, we have Six of Wands, another six, I love it, with the Tower card. So masculines are also, this is another nuance of revisiting how to spend their resources. They are appreciating life in a new way, right? They're starting to see what the real treasure and real victory is, right? That includes the community and people around them, includes their talents and gifts, includes all the life experiences that they've been through. And as twins, we are going through a lot for our entire lives, starting with very early childhood. So this is justified, yes, but if before a lot of this was seen as mistakes, now Divine Masculine is starting to see that as a victory, or even as a war scar. You know, like if a veteran is returning from the war and they have the scars, the wounds, the injuries, whatever it is, it's like they have met that medal of honor, right? It's not a shameful thing. It's something that reminds them and other people, if they can see it, of that heroic deed that they did back at the battlefield. Additional question, the Empress was Page of Cups. How we create out of place of love, right? How can we bring more of it into our life and apply it in the material world? For feminines, Three of Pentacles clarified by King of Cups. So don't be too stingy with your energy. Three of Pentacles is about collaboration and kind of the idea of sharing, you know, shared energy space, sharing of resources. In this deck, it's a very different vibe, right? It's almost this shadow light of it. Like, you know, there's too much of like, is it mine? Is it yours? And equal distribution of everything. Like, don't get too hung up on that, right? Like, that's where the blockage happens, right? If we start thinking too much, and I see that connection with the energy I was just explaining for the feminines, where it's like I start overthinking. Well, if I also do, I'm already doing A, B, and C. If I also do D and E, maybe that's gonna be too much, and those people are not gonna be able to match it. So, but I know I'll be expecting that, something along those lines, right? The expectations, right? So this is like going back to self. And if you are giving of your energy, if you are working with someone on a project, this is supposed to be free of judgment, right? Give what you're comfortable to give without thinking too much, whether it's, you know, it's too little, it's too much, are they going to be able to do the same? It's quite possible that it won't be the same, right? Like if 3 people working together, it's not like everyone's going to be 30%. Someone is going to be 50, someone maybe even 20, and someone 30. But maybe that's exactly the combination that you need to get that project done, or to create something amazing, because we have the Empress here. So it's about innovation and creation, right? Like without any of these ingredients, the innovation wouldn't have happened. And that's what matters. Sometimes even 5% of input makes all the difference. It's more about the vibration, whether it's sincere and coming from the place of heart and not from a place of like calculating, right? What am I really willing to give to this? For masculines, Page of Pentacles clarified by 4 of Swords. So this is like going back to basics with kindness and with, again, speaking from the heart. Look at it, it does have a heart in here. And this is about like healing the heart and not avoiding communication and interaction with other people just because of the broken heart or the guarded heart, right? This is like healing that. And what it turns into, and it like what it may look like in the physical, is a small act of kindness, right? It doesn't have to be big if you're not ready for it, but it's important to exercise that regularly, you know, like a workout, because that's how you and your psyche and your heart space is going to be more and more comfortable with opening up more, with expressing more of that love and kindness to people around and to the world in general. It's important to kind of keep that muscle memory developing. And it's gonna get easier with time. Message from feminines to masculines. The Wheel of Fortune clarified by 10 of Cups. Yeah, they know that happiness is available. They can feel it in their skin, I'm hearing. Wow. But it's all a matter of divine timing. So they want masculines to know that they don't put pressure on them in terms of timing, in terms of specific way to show up. They know that things are going to come together naturally when the time is right, and that's all that matters. For a message from masculine to feminine, wow, also Wheel of Fortune, but with the Devil. And masculine is saying, I know that I believe in the divine timing as well, just as much as you do. But I know that partly it still depends, like, and I'm giving it to God to decide what it is, right? Because we don't know really, and it's not up to us. But they also know that, the masculines know that it's up to them to do their part of the shadow work, to improve within their space. That's how they can turn the wheel. That's how they can make an impact and bring it closer, and have this date and time come sooner. So they do realize it. And like both of these are major arcana, so these are like big time realizations for them. And we saw the Tower and the energy, right? Like they're revisiting the whole set of values and beliefs right now, right? But it also brings, as much as they see a lot of shadow and negativity, it brings more power to them, because they are starting to see how they can turn that around, how it's not just coincidental, how it's not just because of those other people and how they are. They see that they're attracting people who are showing them what that shadow is for them to work through it, right? That's the spiritual assignment. And they're now starting to get it, starting to read that language and be able to work with it. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with others who may need it. I love you guys, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye.